Good morning, beautiful people. Rise and shine. It is Coach Ricardo Miller, and I am live, super excited about yet another talk. Can you believe it? It is day 2 already. And before you know it, this month will be gone. We'll be in the summer months. Okay. And then here's what's going to happen. The year will be gone. 2021 will be gone. And there are some people I'm praying 2021 be gone. But let me tell you something. If you're not preparing for what you're praying for, chances are it'll show up and leave you standing right where you are because you did not prepare. Okay. This morning, I'm joined with my good friend coming live from the Bahamas, Jacquie Rolle. What's going on, lady?
Woohoo! Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is such an honor to be here this morning, just joining you. Oh, and to your awesome audience, your beautiful audience, good morning to everybody.
Jacquie, listen, you have been a passionate person helping people, doing a phenomenal work there in the Bahamas. I've had the privilege to come and be a part of one of your events. You took me on a tour that was well planned out to crush it. We did radio, we did TV, we did schools. And
Yes.
on that drive, I kept hearing your heart and your passion and commitment to just provide a service and to be a blessing to humanity. Tell our viewing audience a little bit quickly about Jacquie Rolle.
Well, first and foremost, I am a child of the King. I'm a child of God. Born, raised in Freeport, in the Bahamas. Went to school in Syracuse, New York. I know my family thought I was absolutely crazy. Like, why would you want to go to one of the coldest places in the world?
Yeah.
But that was one of the best decisions that I have ever made in my life. I am the president, the founder of Excel Management Group International, founded in 2012. And I am very diverse in my passions. And I'm a former, I shouldn't say former, but I'm a sports agent.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that. But first aiming to be NFL certified, WNBA certified, FIBA certified, kind of taking a backseat, but we'll be getting back into that very soon, very shortly. And presently, I am employed with the Bahamas Red Cross. And it's interesting, this topic is so on point because my job and my role is what we call a PMER officer. I know that's like a mouthful and it's like, what is PMER? I'm the planning, monitoring, evaluating, and reporting officer.
Oh.
And so my responsibility is to guide the Bahamas Red Cross, being the eyes. We do various projects, different programs in the community. And I'm the person that says, okay, is this going to work for us or this is not going to work for us? And so it's a huge responsibility, but I love it. I love it in every aspect. And so I'm side, of course, children's ministry worker. COVID, that will never change. That's one of my passions as well, just working with the children and giving back and pouring into them. And that's something that will always be a part of my life. But yes.
Let me ask you this. 2020, disrupted so much when it comes to the pandemic, and there are people who still to this day have not got their bearings. They've just simply they've been taken out. A lot of people have been taken out. They did not plan for it, which most people did not. Most entities did not. Most ministries and so forth had not planned for such a. The world was shocked, blown away.
Yes.
But there are people who pivoted. There are people who made a commitment that what, this won't take me out. I'm going to fight through this. Let's start there. You're a fighter. Where did you get your fight from? Because obviously in your journey to do something like signed up to be a certified this, a licensed this, to announce and establish a business brand, to work with people, you can find yourself having difficulties. Let's start there, because there are a lot of people who want success, but they don't understand there's a fight that comes with the goal to accomplish anything. If you want to win, you're gonna have to overcome something. You're gonna have to fight through something. Where did you get your fight from, and your tenacity and your drive and your determination to wake up every day or every month or even year in and year out to say, listen, I launched this then, and it may have been a slow season, but I'm a fighter. Where did the fight come from?
Well, I think it has first and foremost my relationship with God. That's the foundation for me. But it's also my home and the home that I was brought up in. My parents are, when you have two parents that are both, I would say, strong A-type personalities, which is
Uh-huh.
very rare. And as a result of it, you go on not one, not two, but three children that are all A-type personalities. We had an interesting household, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm the quiet one. I'm the quiet one in the family. But also, my parents had such a strong influence in my life
Yeah.
because they're very, very strong work ethics. Even to this day, my dad and my mom, she's constantly doing stuff around the house. And that was an environment that we were brought up in, to always, not to give up. And I saw that in my mom. My mom was a fighter. She had her blows in life, but she always bounced back and she just kept going. And she's an amazing woman. And my dad, the same way, he had his challenges, but just incredible, incredible, the best daddy in the world. So growing up in that environment helped a lot, but also through life, being able to, one of my favorite mentors, online mentors is Simon Sinek, finding that why.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I found that why, that keeps me going. Because when you're able to recognize that your purpose is to serve,
Yeah.
you're going to have your good days and your bad days.
Yeah.
But through the midst of it, even in those bad moments and those low periods,
Yeah.
you're still going to serve.
Yeah.
You're still going to wake up every day and you're going to find that push. You're going to find that drive. Sometimes it's much harder to get going, but you find that effort to make it happen.
Thank you. Listen, thank you for sharing that. And I salute, congratulate, and celebrate your parents for doing a phenomenal job with you, because
Thank
you've been
you.
helping a lot of people over the years with the services that you offer. Let's dive into some planning dynamics. Most people fail to accept the fact that tomorrow is coming, even though tomorrow is not promised to anyone. Next week is coming. Next month is coming. Here's the deal: summer is coming. Hurricane season is coming, right? Watch it. Some money is coming. Right? Opportunities are coming. Let's talk about the importance of preparation, because what I was talking to my son. This is going to be very interesting, Jackie. But I was talking to my son. And he says, "I got a headache." I was like, I said, "No," and he says, "My allergies are messed up." I was like, he said, "Well, I went into a house," because he works with a moving company, and while he's going to college, and he said they have cats, and I'm allergic to cats. And he said this one was bad, Dad. They had a few cats, right? So I said, "When are you setting an appointment up to meet with your doctor?" He said, "Oh yeah, I really need to do that." I said, "You said that last month, and you were around cats." The reality of it is, you work in a moving environment that can bring you into another home with cats every week.
Every week. That's
Why
right.
don't you plan to go see your
Yes.
doctor to get the appropriate shots necessary to be able to walk into an environment and deal with cats?
Yes.
There are people, Jackie, who go from problem to problem, issue
Yeah.
to issue, without the understanding, hurricane season to hurricane season, summer to summer, Christmas to Christmas, week to
Mm-hmm.
week.
Yes.
When we're not like fishes, we don't have to stay stuck inside of one little hole and be bound there until someone catches us. We could choose to change.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so let's talk about that. Let's talk about the commitment to accept the fact that tomorrow is coming, next month is coming, summer is coming, money is coming, opportunities are coming. How important is preparation? Let's talk about that, because even in your job,
Yes.
preparation is critical.
It is very critical. I'm telling you, planning is the most important and most difficult task an individual will do in their life. And proper planning alleviates a lot of frustration in the back end.
Wow.
And it's interesting, even in my job, my journey to working with the Bahamas Red Cross is very interesting. I'll kind of sum it up very briefly. 10 days after Hurricane Dorian, my mom and I, we relocated to Nassau. And I was at a function and I saw the director general at this function I was at. And she just literally walked over to me and she said, "You're from Grand Bahama." We just started to chat. Next thing I know, she was like, "Oh, give me your resume. We need volunteers." And I'm addicted to serving.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm here, I'm helping my aunt out, but I'm going to find an opportunity to serve.
Yeah.
And I decided I'll just go down there for a few days out of the week, a few hours. And so that was the beginning of my journey. And instead of being there 1 or 2 days out of the week, I was there like 6 days out of the week, 5 days out of the week. And this was fresh after Dorian. So it was a lot of stuff going on. And so I started working, I started volunteering. And then they said, we need some people to bring on, kind of as a contract. So they brought me on.
Uh-huh.
And I was working the registration. I did case management. That was too much for me. I was hearing stories fresh after Dorian, and I told him, I said, I can't deal with this. I can't sit and hear all these. So I moved to the registration desk, and to see how God finally ordered my steps and I was prepared and planned many years ahead of time for the time and opportunity. And eventually I got a promotion. They said, okay, we love what you do. We want you to be the receptionist. So I got a promotion as the receptionist. And then a few months later, I applied for another position, didn't get it, but they saw my qualifications and they were like, what are you doing answering the phone? You have a master's degree, an MBA, and you're answering the phone.
Yeah.
And so they said, we have another position and we think that you will be perfect for it. And everything, Coach Ricardo, that I had done in my past had prepared me for my job.
Well,
it was like such a perfect fit that they were amazed, like my background and the different events and planning that I had done, and working in a call center and so many different things, working with customer service and being able to report, and it was just such a perfect fit. But all of that came through planning and being able to prepare yourself for when opportunities become available. A lot of us miss out because we are not prepared. We haven't planned. And so as a result of it, God is not going to position us if we're not equipped to handle where he's trying to take us or what he's trying to do in our lives. So a lot of times we feel or there's a sense where so many of us, we miss out on their opportunities. I missed out on myself because I wasn't prepared. But I understand the importance of planning, and planning takes a lot. It takes a lot. It requires you, it requires us to be in a place where you have to be focused. But you have to know where you're going. And I always use this illustration. I used to work in a call center and I used to do training. And one of my jobs was to train the staff. And I would talk about customer service and how important it is to know exactly when you walk inside this office, you should know what your day and plan for your day. And nobody hops in a car just to go anywhere. When you hop in a car, there's always a destination. I don't care if you're going to the gas station. I don't care if you're going to the food store, whatever you're going to do, there is a destination in mind. And that's how you have to be in life.
I love it. Andrea, listen, Andrea Pratt Smith, this is a woman you need to meet. She has a great platform she's launching. And would love for you to, it's Bahamas Project Management Community. I think
Wow.
you would do phenomenal to connect with her. And she's watching us live right now. So she's in the Bahamas and she's awesome. Listen, you mentioned a couple of things. One that I want to give attention to first, and that is that all that was a part of your past, you found that it ended up working itself into your present. So there are people who don't understand. Let's start there. That be faithful where you are. Learn where you are. Embrace where you are. Capture the understanding that if you do well where you are, all things are going to work together for your good. So Joseph, his journey was necessary to enhance the position that he eventually took as prime minister and saving Egypt in a time of crisis. The journey is necessary, but most people don't want to be the receptionist, Jacquie. Most people don't want to volunteer. Why should I volunteer? I want a job. But a job can come to you if you plan the process of knowing, rather than being slowful and staying at home watching reruns of Law and Order. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sign up. I'm going to sign up and volunteer. I love that, Jackie. As a matter of fact, there is an organization here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Arlington to be exact. It's called Mission Arlington. And when I first came from the Bahamas, I did not have my paperwork ready to go work. And so I volunteered at Mission Arlington.
Yes.
I
Yes.
drove the truck. I unloaded trucks. I mean, to this day, I'm still saying I need to start going back and volunteering half a day, because a lot of us want to have something. Most of us are not prepared to give something.
Yes.
And
That's right.
giving something sometimes means you could look less for now.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph looked less in the moment when he
Yes.
was serving Potiphar's. But what most people don't know, when you're faithful with little,
God will, that's right. He will reward you with much. He
Jackie,
will
listen,
reward you with much. And you said it perfectly. Being faithful, and God tests your heart. He goes, and my journey is remarkable, to go from a volunteer to being one of the top managers.
yes,
That's remarkable
yes,
in an
yeah,
organization that is, well known
yeah,
and established.
yep,
And I've learned a whole lot,
yep.
but it had to start someplace,
And
you
you're
know.
Jacquie Rolle. I mean, you deliver. I've worked with you. Okay, they're blessed, and I know you're offering and providing them incredible service, because, like the lady said, whoever looked at your credentials, they're like, hold on, is this what we got at the front desk? And so, thank you for making yourself available when you didn't have to at that level, because it was in being faithful at
Yes.
that level and
Yes.
setting yourself up to be interested in showing up
Yes.
wherever service was needed, because that's really what you're about. You said that you're addicted to service. You're going to help, and your goal is to make things better. And so that is totally awesome. Let me ask you this question, Jackie. You've written a book, and it's a resource for those who are interested in planning and getting caught up with events and activities.
Yes.
What inspired you to write this book, before we go on with our conversation?
One of the things that inspired me, that book really happened by accident. A quick little story. I had in 2017, just a little conversation with God, and God just told me to focus on online businesses. And I did some research and decided, I'm going to do an online course. I communicated with this company, this website, and they said, you have to do XYZ if you want to be published on our website. And so I went on like a 2-year journey. In 2018, went away from my family, friends, and I was writing nonstop. And in fact, I wrote 2 curriculums. And after 2020, they said to me, this is not going to work. We can't publish you after editing and I'm making all these different changes. I was devastated. I was crushed. I was like, I spent 2 years and y'all gonna tell me that y'all ain't gonna publish my work no more. And I was like, I sat on my bed and I was like, well, Holy Spirit, what am I supposed to do with all this stuff, all this information? Because I want to share it with people. And he said, you just write an ebook. The Holy Spirit was like, just write an ebook, just casually. So I was like, an ebook. Yes, that's what I could do. And that's how that book evolved. And it was written to help individuals you don't have to be an event planner, but you have a desire to do an event or to learn more about it. And I just wanted to share over the years, like you said, I've had the opportunity to serve with individuals like yourself, awesome events that you've put on year after year, and being able to get in there and to plug myself in. And I've learned a lot. And I said, Jackie, there's so much you could share with individuals who have an interest in this and be able to add value to their life.
Yeah, that's so good. Jackie, let me ask you this question. What 4 points come to mind? 4 steps to prepare, not plan, but prepare. You've been preparing, and you said, when opportunity and preparation meets, that's when success occurs. And there are people who they're planning, but they're not preparing. And I wrote this down. I thought it was amazing. Planning to be successful and preparing for success are 2 different things. Success is not defined. What's a success that is not defined is very hard to achieve, and it is very harder even to enjoy. So planning and preparing, we have to know that both are very necessary. And
Mm-hmm.
so let's talk about four things that you believe in the preparation stage for the plan is necessary in someone's journey to living life effectively, for planning an outstanding event, to getting the most out of a week, and so forth.
Yes, there is a difference. For me, planning is the thought, it's the thinking, it's the getting your ideas together. Preparing is the action
Yep.
behind it. And like you said, you can plan something and do nothing.
Yep.
But when you prepare, you're now putting action in place.
Yep.
You're now taking those steps. Let's say, for example, now use this, I'm with the Bahamas Red Cross and I'm throwing this out there, hurricane season is coming.
Yep.
You can plan, yes, you can write down, okay, I need to do these things. I need
Yep.
to go ahead and make
Yep.
sure that my roof is intact. I need to make sure that my supplies are stocked. I need to make sure that my windows are in order, my insurance is in order. But if you don't call the insurance company and find out, okay, is there any changes to my policy? Do I need to know anything since the last hurricane or the last season? Okay, do I need to go ahead and buy my batteries, my flashlight, my radio? Preparing is the action step. It
Yes.
is the things that you're going to do to
Yes.
go ahead and prepare. And four things I think about in preparing is being able to, yes, you think about these ideas, but we know Habakkuk says, write the vision, make it
Yep.
plain.
Yep.
So you're now going to take those steps and you're going to write down exactly what you want to do. And I'm a goal setter. I write goals.
Yep.
And you look at my journals, you look by my bed, on my mirror, I have all my goals in front of me. Affirmations are important. That's one of the things that helps in preparing, saying your affirmations, um, keeping those things before you, being consistent with whatever it is that you're going to do, and being able to stay the course.
Yep.
Even though, yes, you're going to have distractions and diversions and everything else, but you have to, some point in time, you have to be able to like, okay, I need to get back on track,
Yep.
and find that place and keep moving, being consistent with what you do. Like you said, over the years, just being and plugging at it. Even when you don't see the results, you still want to keep going. It's like a plant, like a farmer that plants a seed. Nobody plants a seed and you water that seed. You don't expect after 2 days that plant is going to be fully grown.
Yep.
It's a process to everything.
Yep.
So you have to continue to be consistent and keep watering and keep, caring for that plant so that you'll be able to see the fruits of your labor.
I love it. Jackie said, ladies and gentlemen, she said there's a process, and it's super important that you trust the process. Jackie, there are a lot of people who would start and stop, start and stop, start and stop, and don't understand the importance of consistency. Don't understand the importance of identifying your values, appreciating what you bring to the market, and then every day just deciding to show up. And as you mentioned, if you're watering that seed in that ground over time, it's doing something.
Yes.
And there are times that you don't see it, but that doesn't mean something's not happening.
Yes.
What we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are watching us, it is important that you start preparing for what you're praying for. You're anticipating a great year. The question is, how have you prepared for a great year? Crisis is going to come in the form of a test. In other words, the unexpected, we don't know. You don't know when the tire is going to blow out. You don't know in Texas, you don't know when a tornado is going to drop. You have no clue when a hurricane is going to come, when it's a year of a category 5 or it's a year of simply tropical storms. You have no clue when a pandemic is going to hit and that you are going to be unemployed. And you just have to, as much as humanly possible, which we as human beings, we're amazing because we can plan. We can plan and we can adjust and adapt and we can engage ourselves. Jackie, looking at your experience and what you're currently doing now, what are some of the common mistakes you see people make when it comes to planning and preparing for events, when it comes to planning and preparing for life and success?
I think one of the most I would say difficult things or things that individuals always fall trap to is their belief. And this was something that I struggled with
Yeah.
at some point in time where I did not believe in myself. Um, and you have to be able to see yourself as a finisher. You have to be able to believe.
Yeah.
And so once we don't have that belief and that confidence, then we're going to act on what we think.
Yeah.
And so it's so imperative and so important to believe that you are a finisher, to believe that, I can't do this. I can't write this book, or I can't do this event, or I can't, start this business, or whatever it is that your intent is, or your dream, or your aspirations are, that you could do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we fall into that trap of fear. We allow fear to grip us.
Yeah.
We allow doubt to come in.
Yeah.
And these are some of the major things that hold people back. We
Wow.
allow other people who have no right to speak into our lives,
Yeah.
and tell us, are you crazy?
Yeah.
You're trying to start a business in a pandemic? Are you out of your mind? No, yeah, I happen to be out of my mind. I'm going to start this business.
Yeah.
And you just have to be able to silence those voices,
Yeah.
and be able to step out and just do it. And just
Yeah.
do it.
Oh man, the ability to silence those voices. Oh man, that is incredible. Knowing that everybody is not qualified to speak in your life. Everyone
Yes.
watch this. I said this the other day, and that is, not everyone who is teaching is your teacher.
Yes. That's a good one. That is a good one. That is
Not,
true.
yeah, not
Oh my
everybody who's
gosh,
teaching
that's
is your
true.
teacher. And you don't have to take offense to it. You just have to accept it. You're not talking to me, and I don't have to give you no cold shoulder about it. I'm just not listening to you because you're not the voice. There is a voice that is assigned to us. The Bible says it this way: "Where my sheep hear my voice, and a stranger they will not follow." We have to become more attuned to knowing the voices that's called to assist us.
Yes.
There's a statement that says, "When the student is ready, the teacher will appear."
Yes.
There's a voice that will help us in finances. There's a voice that can help us with our health. There is a voice that can help us psychologically. But then also we have to know we live in a world that is crowded, and there's a devil who wants to destroy those who have a potential that can be a blessing to humanity. So now, just as much as there's someone assigned to help you, someone is assigned to distract you, someone is assigned to get you off track. And so thank you so much, Jacquie, for highlighting that point, because that is definitely a huge common mistake.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. Looking back over your life 15, 20 years ago, what advice would you give to yourself?
Ooh, that's a good one. 20 years ago, the advice I would give to myself would be, don't be a people pleaser. I when I was much younger and in my early teens, I wanted to please everybody. I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted to make everybody happy. And then at some point in time, I realized in my life, Jacquie, it's not gonna happen. For whatever reason, people are not gonna like you. People are, no matter what you do, you could give them the world on a platter. They're gonna find some fault with you. They're gonna come against you. They're gonna speak against you. And I realized you have to detach yourself from people in that sense, that stop trying to please people.
Yeah. I so like that because it was one of the things that freed me too, Jacquie. I struggled with that for a long time. I struggled with the idea of, oh, what will people think? And I want a pat on the back by everyone. And then I started to become better once I started to realize I can't please everyone. And when I started to embrace that the truth is there are assigned people to me, and then there are some people who will never like me. And that's okay. And the beautiful part about it is, Jacquie, for those of you that are planning, not everybody's going to like your plans. Not everybody's going to like your events. Not everybody's going to like what you're successful at. Now, here's the deal. You could be successful and someone still don't like how you're showing up. You could be doing exactly what God's called you to do, and somebody is not going to be okay with that. The question is, are you okay with them not being okay?
That's right.
So Jacquie, you're so right on. that was a major deal for me. As a matter of fact, even with my online platform, the way I show up, my accent here in the States, my accent at times, I'm a different kind of dude. And so I had to tell myself, hey, Ricardo, there are 8.5 billion people on the planet. What's this? Watch this, Jackie. You're going to like this. I would like to service. I would like to be the coach, the consultant, the guy who helped 1 million, 2, 3 million people. Now, watch this. Watch this. Interestingly, Jackie, let's just say I do in the next 10 years, I get to help 1 million people, right? Effective living gets to help 1 million people.
But you will, yes.
Watch this. And I will, right? Now, here's the deal. The possibility of me equally being hated by 1 million is real. Just as much as I like the fact that I'm able to help 1 million people, guess what I've had to accept? That with success, haters come with success.
That's right.
I heard Bishop Jake said this: when you turn the lights on, the bugs show up. The bugs show up. So if you don't want no bugs, don't shine. So I've had to come to the point where it's okay.
Yeah.
Watch this. You're going to like this, Jackie. You're from the Bahamas. You know how important tea is to us. But I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not going to.
That is the reality of it. That is the truth. When you get to that place and you free yourself from the opinions and thoughts and feelings of other people, that's huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Listen. What does effective living look like to Jacquie Rolle? Your definition of effective living. Listen, we got here in the comment section. Haters will hate. Stay focused. And then I like this. She says, "Your opinion of me is none of my business." Andrea.
Oh, amen. That's truth. That is truth right there. Yeah. For real. Yes. Yes.
So go ahead, tell us effective living to Jacquie Rolle. What does it look like to you?
To me, effective living is being able to duplicate yourself, being able to pour into others, being able to show up every time, giving 100%, being able to see the results and see your goals being accomplished. To me, that's effective, but it's always about pouring into others and being able to add value to somebody else's life.
Wow.
In whatever capacity that is, whether it's at home, whether it's in the community, at church, at work, but every day being able to show up and to help better somebody else's life, because a lot of times we focus on us, we get selfish and we think it's all about us and a bag of chips and everything else.
Yep.
But the truth is, our purpose is greater than us and what we have to do, but helping somebody else.
That is so good. That's what, Jacquie, I so enjoyed this conversation. This was so good. Listen,
totally was.
I want you to I need you to connect with Andrea Pratt Smith. Her contact information, I'm going to forward it to you after this.
Okay.
But I think she's an incredible lady doing something amazing. Bahamas Project Management Community. I think that's definitely something you should be about. How can people purchase your book and contact you and follow you and so forth?
The book is on Amazon. So it's in the ebook format right now. So you can go to Amazon. You can definitely go ahead, type my name in, Jacquie, Jacquie Rolle. Just make sure, put that out there, not the usual spelling. And being able to, experience has taught me the name of the book. Tips, planning events in a COVID-19 environment. So you can go to Amazon. I'm also on Facebook. You can follow me, like my page, Excel Management Group International. I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm also on Instagram, IG, under my name, Jacquie Rolle. So you can go ahead and follow me, follow my Facebook page, and definitely join our community. About to do some great stuff. Some more things are going to be happening this year. This is going to be and has been an incredible year. So has 2020. When a lot of people have been going through so many difficult things, I would look back and say 2020 was probably one of the best years of my life.
Wow.
With promotions and opportunities and just rebranding and just going through this whole metamorphosis has been incredible for me. Incredible. And it's only getting better and better.
Jacquie, thank you for sharing that with our viewing audience. I've watched you. I've been a follower, a fan, a friend, and a colleague for a while now. Like you said, we've worked on a couple of projects together.
Yeah.
And so I'm extremely grateful for what God's doing in your life. Closing thoughts, remind those who are watching us, you challenge them. Preparation is necessary for success. Become a planner.
I just want to encourage everybody how the importance of preparing and the importance of being a planner. And even when things get difficult, because they will, you have to find out your why. You have to determine in yourself, why am I doing this? And being able to recognize that somebody out there is waiting for you. Somebody out there is waiting for you to finish that book. Somebody out there is ready for you to do that radio show, to start that business. But God has created you to solve somebody's problem, somebody's issue, somebody's situation. You are there to help. So find that why, that push, keep pushing. Don't ever give up and be consistent no matter what, and speak life over your situation, and watch God just work things out, and watch God just do a great work in your life.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It's Jacquie Rolle. It's been a delight having her join us this morning. In addition, I want to announce, guys, our 5K run walk is fast approaching. Jim Rohn says it like this: take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. And so on April 10th at 8 a.m. in Arlington, Texas, we're going to be gathering. We're going to have a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing my tribe, my community, my people. We're going to join hands together. Not hands. We're social distancing, y'all. No, we're social distancing, but it's going to be fun. And this is our first event that we're going back out. And then in May, we're having our Effective Living Masterclass. And it's really going to help people to identify the 5 elements for what I believe is living life effectively. It's faith, finance, family, fitness, and fun. If you're missing in any of those areas, then you're going to find yourself possibly sitting on the porch of regret, saying, I wish I did. And that's not the way you want to live. You want to construct your life in a way with a plan, like Miss Jacquie mentioned. Get the book, people. Get the book. Go to Amazon and get the book. And you get it instantly because guess what? It's in Kindle form. So in other words, when you buy it right then, you get it right then. That's totally awesome. Make sure if you're in the Texas area, join me for the 5K. If you're not in Texas, join me tomorrow. We're going to be doing a 12-hour digiton talking about health and fitness on this page. And we want to support this initiative because we're going to be helping kids in the Bahamas get shoes this summer. Hundreds of kids will get shoes to wear this summer through our nonprofit there in the Bahamas. And your support of this 5K will help make that happen. And so thank you, everyone, for watching us. Jacquie Rolle.
Thank you, Coach Ricardo. Thank you so much.
Blessings to you. Make it a great day.